Good afternoon, folks. Dennis Jr. here with Zager Guitars in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm out behind the shop today. Just getting back to customers' questions. Oftentimes I will be asked why high-level guitars like our own, and when I say high level, I'm talking 5, 6, 7, even 8 to $10,000 guitars, why they are more sensitive to things like humidity and such. Many times I'll have a customer who say, I have one of your guitars, it's the best playing, best sounding guitar I have, but why is it more sensitive to, like, if I let the air in my house dry out, or if I don't put a humidifier in the sound hole, why is it more sensitive than maybe my $300 Yamaha is? And my questions I basically pose to that customer, I ask him, how does your Yamaha sound compared to your Zager or to your Martin D45? And the answer is always no, it doesn't sound nearly as good. And then I'll say, how does it play? How does your $300 guitar play versus your Zager or your high-end Taylor? And again, they'll say it doesn't play nearly as well either. And basically that's why these higher level guitars are more sensitive to dryness and things like that. It's because the bracing and the woods used in the face are very thin, and that thinness, if you've ever watched like the cone of a speaker, if you see it move in and out, that's what produces the sound. It works the same way with guitars. That is what the face does. And on the really high level guitars, they use a custom bracing system. You'll see, like in a $10,000 Martin D45 or a $10,000 high-level Taylor 9, we also use that type of bracing, although modified slightly. But we do use that same type of bracing even in our $3,000 guitars, and that's why you see a lot of players coming from those $10,000 guitars buying guitars like this, our ZAD 900, because we also produce that same sound because we're using that type of bracing system. The one caveat to a bracing system like that is it's more sensitive because it moves more. It gives you better sound, easier playability, a lot more bass and power. But in that thinness in the face, it's a little more sensitive to heat and cold and dryness and things like that. I compare it to, I got a friend who has a really high-end Ferrari, and he can't treat that guitar kind of, maybe like his old Ford truck that, starts and drives in anything. He has to watch it a little bit closer. But if you want, the playability and sound of a $10,000 guitar, sometimes you have to give up a little. But if you just have a simple guitar humidifier that you can buy on our website or buy on multiple websites for $20, plug that into the sound hole, you're good. It just takes, watching over. Make sure that you keep the humidity up with that humidifier, and you're done. But again, I sometimes have customers ask, why does my $300 guitar not as sensitive? Well, that's why, because it doesn't play and sound like a $10,000 guitar or like our guitars do. So I just wanted to go over that. I have a few questions come my way that way occasionally, so just kind of wanted to go over a few basics here, so maybe it educates our customers a little more as to why our guitars act and perform like they do. So if you have any other questions, let me know.